Hello and welcome to day 7 of the series Awakening to Purpose. Today we are going to talk about today is going to be part 2 of day 6, the power of vision 2. The last section we explored the importance of vision. We started with defining vision and making the connection between purpose and vision. And we look at why vision is important. We said that it is not enough to have a purpose. It is not enough to be purpose driven. You also need to have a vision. What is vision? Vision is a picture, right? It's a big picture of a direction of your life. Vision is the kind of impact your soul longs to make. When you close your eyes and you imagine the kind of impact your soul longs to make, the kind of contribution, the biggest impact your soul longs to make, the biggest contribution you want to make in society, that is vision. So we said a lot of things in that class, and today I want to clarify some things. Today is basically going to be about using questions to make the class, to make this last section to be more clearer. So we are going to have some questions and we discuss them and we try to use them to help us to understand the power of vision, what vision is. So if somebody said my vision is to be rich and enjoy life, we want to look into this vision statement and try to check if this vision statement qualifies to be a true vision or a vision. In the last class, we said that a vision has 3 elements. A vision must possess 3 elements. Number 1 is it has to answer the question, what are you building or contributing? Secondly, who are you serving? Who are going to be a member of the tribe you want to lead? Who are going to be your target audience? Who are going to be your clients? Number 3, where are you headed with your gifts and energy? So if somebody said my vision is to be rich and enjoy life, so we want to look at these vision statements and try to see if they possess these 3 elements of vision. The purpose of this section is to help us to differentiate between vision and ego-driven ambition, right? So we want to differentiate between vision and ego-driven ambition, so that when you are coming up with a vision statement of your life, the vision of your life, the vision of your company, you can be able to use this to checkmate them, to ensure that they are rooted in purpose, right? They are not just ambitions. They are not just ego-driven ambitions. They are actually visions that emanate from purpose. So for that vision statement, I just want to be rich and enjoy life. That is somebody's vision statement. So number one, this vision lacks clarity in terms of what is contributing. We said that a vision statement or a vision has to have what is contributing. So it lacks clarity in terms of what it is contributing or what is building. It is centered on receiving and consuming. We said a vision is about service. Vision is not about the visionary. It is about other people, right? A vision statement has to include what service, what contribution you are going to make. Secondly, who will it serve? So like we said, a vision statement has to have who it is serving. So who is the vision serving? So when you look at the vision statement, I want to be rich and enjoy life, you notice that it's not clear about what cause it is after, right? It is not clear about the, it doesn't identify with a cause or a community, a project, or the people that will benefit from that. It is more about self-enjoyment. Let us look at number 3. Where are you headed with? So when you look at this vision statement, you know that while it points to personal outcome, it doesn't express a direction that is guided by purpose. So it doesn't express a direction that is guided by purpose or service. A vision statement has to be guided by purpose. It has to state a direction that is guided by purpose or service, because a vision is not about the visionary. Vision is about service. Vision is a picture of a direction of your life, right? So that direction is a direction that is guided by purpose. You are going a direction of impact, of service. So in conclusion, that vision statement may be a personal lifestyle goal, but it's not a life vision grounded in purpose. So it is important, because sometimes we mistaking our personal lifestyle goal, our long-term goals, our ambitions with a life vision. So that is not a vision. Vision is not about a destination. It's important. It's about direction. So let us look at a vision statement that is rooted in purpose, right? So if we want to reframe that vision statement, you can say something like this: to build a company that creates value, empowers others financially, and enable me and others to live freely and meaningfully. So when you look at this vision statement, you realize that it talks about what you are contributing, what you are building, right? You are building a company, right, that creates value. So you are building a company, you are adding value to people. So who are you serving? You are serving the people. You are not just serving the people who are going to be buying the products, or people who are going to be, buying the service you are providing. You are also serving the people who you are working with, your employees. You are empowering them while they are creating value for you, while they are helping to produce your products. So at the end of the day, you empower them, you become empowered, you become financially free, and you also empower them financially. right? So while you empower them, you enable them and yourself to live freely and meaningfully. So when you look at this vision statement, you realize that it is not just about the person, the visionary. It is not just about the person that owns the company, the vision bearer. It is also about the people who are going to be a part of the vision. So if somebody has this vision and they create a company, you will realize that the way they recruit, the work culture, the work environment, how much the workers are paid will be a reflection of this vision, and the values of the company is going to be a reflection of this vision statement, because vision affects everything in the company. It determines the values of the company. It determines the work culture of the company. It determines how people are treated in the company. So it's important that we differentiate between vision and personal ambition, ego-driven ambition. So let us try to differentiate between vision and long-term goals. So number one, a vision, like I said, vision is a big picture direction of your life. Vision is a big picture. Big picture direction of your life. Vision is not a milestone. It is not about destination. It's about direction. It's a big picture direction of your life. Whereas a long-term goal is a specific milestone you want to achieve. A long-term goal is a specific milestone you want to achieve. Now, this trying to distinguish between vision and long-term goal, it is not saying that it is bad to have a long-term goal. It is good to have a long-term goal. What I'm trying to do here is to differentiate between vision and long-term goal. Secondly, vision is guided by purpose and values. Vision is guided by purpose and values. Right? Vision is guided by purpose and values. It's important. Vision is guided by purpose and values, whereas a long-term goal is driven by strategy, ambition, and desire. So if you are setting your long-term goal or you are writing your long-term goal, you notice that the long-term goal is going to be a reflection of strategy, of your ambition, of your desire. Whereas vision is going to be guided by purpose and values. Now, long-term goals is also going to be a reflection of your vision, of the direction of your life. Vision evolves with time, but stay rooted. Your vision today is most likely going to become bigger if you keep, having new experiences, exposures, and learning. It's going to evolve over time, but it's still going to be rooted in purpose. Long-term goal can change based on your season, based on the stage and the season of your life, right? So your goal might be for the next 5 years, might be to have a 5 million naira in your account, right? In the next 10 years, that goal might change, right? You might even have that, okay, you've accomplished that goal. It's most likely going to change. In the next 20 years, your long-term goal might be something else. So goal changes based on the season or the stages of our life, but vision evolves, but stay rooted in purpose. Vision is the why and where. So vision talks about where, direction, whereas goal is about what and how. So for example, somebody's vision might be to heal a broken family through counseling and education. and their long-term goal will be to earn a degree in psychology in 2027, for example. So a person's vision might be to heal broken homes, through counseling and education. If you look at that vision statement, you notice that there is no numbers attached to that. To heal broken homes, it didn't say to heal 20,000 broken homes. So this is about direction of a life, of their life. It is not about destination. So their goal now is to earn a degree in 2027. So this long-term goal can be achieved, right? It can be somehow measured. So you can give it a deadline. This is when I want to achieve it. But you can't give a vision a deadline, because vision is not about destination. It's a direction you want your life to go. So think of a vision as your North Star, whereas your goal are the steps you take towards it. How do you tell a vision is not just ego-driven ambition? So let us look at, how do you know that a vision is not just an ego-driven ambition? Number one, you ask yourself certain questions. So these are the questions you ask yourself to know that the vision you have is not just an ego-driven ambition. Number one, what does this vision benefit others, not just me? So it's important you ask yourself, this vision, does it benefit other people, or is it just about me? So if your vision statement is to have an apartment, to own your own apartment in Lagos, if in Lekki, in Banana Island, if that is your vision, if that is your life vision, you should be able to ask yourself, this vision, does it benefit other people, or is it just about me? If it's about you, it's most likely that is an ego-driven ambition. Secondly, am I still excited about this vision even if no one applauds me? If no one encourages you, if nobody likes your post, if nobody claps for you, if nobody shares your video, right? If nobody buys into what you are doing, are you still going to be excited about this vision? One of the things we said that vision does is that vision excites you. It ignites motivation. So why does vision ignite motivation? Because see, vision is not about you. When you are pursuing a vision, you are not pursuing a vision because you want it to somehow fulfill you or make you happy or make you rich. It is not about you, it is about the people that you feel called to serve. So the pursuit of vision is the pursuit of leadership. And leadership is about service. So if you are going to be excited if nobody claps for you, then that is a true vision. But if you are doing something and nobody is clapping for you, nobody is encouraging you, you are not seeing the likes, you post your video, you don't see any like, right? After 1 month, 2 months, nobody likes it. And that is a discouragement. It means that you are not doing that thing. It means that you are doing it for the applause. You are doing it for social media popularity. But if you are doing something and the reason why you are doing this is because of the vision you have seen, the possibility that this is going to make impact in somebody's life, and that is what is driving you. You are doing this thing because you believe in it. You are passionate about it. But if you are doing something because of applause, when time comes when people no longer believe in you, or when you are starting when people don't even have time for you, right? You are going to be discouraged. You are not going to be consistent. That resilience is not going to be there. Thirdly, does it align with my values and deepest truths? So a vision has to be rooted in purpose and values. So you are not pursuing something because you want to prove something. It is because it is deeply rooted in your values and purpose. Purpose comes first, right? And vision emanates from purpose and is in alignment with your values. So when you have a vision and it's rooted in purpose and values, that is true vision. But if it's not rooted in purpose, in your values, that is an ego-driven ambition. The fourth question, is it sustainable, or am I chasing it to prove something or fill a void? Is my vision sustainable, or am I just pursuing this thing because I want to prove something? You know how somehow we have been programmed to pursue things so as to prove something, right? So you are pursuing a career path not because it matters to you, right? Not because it is deeply aligned with your values, with your deepest desires, with the kind of impact you're so long to make, but because of how it's going to look. Because it's going to look cool, right? It looks successful. It is what your parents want you to do. So you keep going that path. You keep having this, pursuing this thing because it is somehow what is expected of you. It is what will look successful, even though it is not aligned. You want to use that to prove something to people. So you are studying to become a lawyer because you want to prove to somebody who have said that nobody in your family can become a lawyer. So you are not studying hard. So you have a vision and ambition to become a lawyer so that you can prove this person wrong. That is ego-driven ambition. A sustainable vision is grounded in meaning, in alignment, in joy. You pursue it because it feels right, not because it makes you look good, right? So you are not pursuing this vision, you are not nurturing this vision because of how it is going to make you to look, but because it feels right, even if it's not popular, right? Even if it's not loud, but because it matters to you, because you derive a sense of satisfaction that you are doing something that matters, you pursue this vision, not because of how it's going to make you look. An ego-driven ambition is often feels like a chase against time and people. You know, I say something, if your vision causes you to be anxious, if it brings anxiety and restlessness, that is not a true vision. That is an ego-driven ambition. The pursuit of vision is not a race against time, right? It's not a race against time or other people. Because once you are pursuing, you know, if a vision or a picture of a future is a source of anxiety to you, that is an ego-driven ambition. Why? Because you have attached something to it. Because now you are pursuing it so that something will happen to you. Maybe you will not feel successful, or you feel complete. So another question is, will I still pursue this vision if I knew I wouldn't get rich or famous? This is a very deep question. Are you still going to pursue your vision, right? Even though somehow you knew that you are not going to be famous or rich. One of the things that discourages people from doing something that they really care about, right? From creating, from doing art, is because they are focused on the outcome, right? They are focused on the outcome, on results, on money, success, right? So if somehow they are not going to be successful, or the pursuit of this vision, this passion is not going to make them successful, if there are chances that they are not going to succeed, they are most likely going to drop that vision. So the question is, if you knew somehow that you are not going to be successful, are you going to pursue? The way we define success is another thing, right? It's another subject to discuss. Because if you ask the average person, do you want to be successful? The question is yes. But if you ask them, what exactly do you mean by success? It's a different case. You start hearing things like, so if you know that you are not going to be rich or famous, are you going to be pursuing this vision? A vision that is rooted in purpose is not about popularity. It's not a popularity contest. It is not a way for you to become rich. That is why we have a lot of people who are not doing things that they care for, who are not creating. Because people have already made up their mind, if this thing is not going to somehow make me money, I'm not going to do it. When you read the stories of visionaries, of people that have made impacts, that have transformed our nation, of visionary leaders, people that started movement, people that created service, products, they didn't begin because somehow they insisted that this thing is going to pay their bills. They had a passion and a vision, and they pursued it. And they believed. So the pursuit of vision and purpose is not about making you popular or rich. It's about you giving to your world from abundance. You are not doing this thing because you want something to happen to you. You are not doing it because you want to be happy. You are not doing it because you want to be fulfilled. You are not doing it because you want to be rich. You are not doing it because you want to be popular. You want to get applause. You are doing it because you are already full. You are abundant. You are full of peace, of joy, and you are creating because you want to make a difference. A vision from the soul is fulfilling, is life-giving, and often includes service. A vision from the soul energizes you. It is not a source of drain or anxiety. An ego-driven ambition is about proving your worth or status or superiority. It often leaves people to feel empty even after they achieve what they aim for. So let us look at number 4 question to help us to clarify, understand vision. Where does vision come from? Somebody might want to know, where exactly does vision come from, or how does vision emerges? Vision often comes from purpose. So we have number 1, purpose. So vision often comes from purpose. when you know why you are here, you start to see what to build, right? When you have a sense of purpose, you begin to see images of how to express that purpose of how to express it in terms of service, in terms of movement, in terms of a cause, in terms of what's building companies, institution. Secondly is passion, right? When you are passionate about a cause, you automatically begin to see pictures of direction, pictures of how you are going to make an impact. So the things that breaks your heart, the problems you see in society that you feel passionate to address, from that you begin to see an image, right? A world, a different world that is void of that problem, and that is your vision. Number 3 is pain. Sometimes your greatest struggles gives you clearest vision of your life, right? So sometimes people come out through pains and difficulties, and that forms their vision. People come from poverty, and they dream of a world void of poverty, right? So if a child had problem going to school, and they are privileged, they now have money, they now have resources, they are most likely to imagine a world where children don't go through that pain, and they start having visions of schools, of educational program for the less privileged. Number 4 is gifts. You begin to imagine, to envision your gifts, how your gifts can be used to solve problems and bring good, right? When you have a giftedness and you've acknowledged that, you begin to see how these gifts, how these your strengths can be used to make an impact in a larger scale. Number 5 is exposure, right? So your vision can be shaped. You can have new vision, right? Dream new dreams simply by exposure. You go to seminars, you travel, and your world outlook is expanded. Sometimes you meet new people, you meet mentors, you meet role models, and they somehow cause you to see what is possible, right? They cause you to dream bigger. They cause you to expand your vision. Vision is not always vision is often a slow reveal, not a lightning bolt. It unfolds as you walk the path with intention, right? So sometimes vision, most times, is not really something that just comes fast, right? So it is not always clear. Vision becomes clearer as you continue to walk that direction, guided by values and purpose. It begins to get clearer with experience, with learning. Number 5, which comes first, vision or purpose? Generally, purpose comes first, and vision grows out of purpose. So first of all, you need to stay rooted in purpose, right? You need to uncover a reason why you exist, right? What is the kind of impact your soul longs to make? From that, you begin to imagine a world. You begin to imagine a big picture direction of your life. So your purpose is often unchanging, right? It is the core reason of your existence. Your vision is a specific, evolving, expressing how you want to live out what your purpose is. So purpose is like a compass and vision is the map. So purpose comes first. Purpose help you to, so when you are rooted in purpose, you vision emerges from that. So you may have one purpose and you have multiple visions, right? You have one message you want to pass, but you have different visions, different dreams. You have imagined different possibilities, but there is one purpose. So like I said, the purpose of this section, the objective of this section is to help us to clarify, to understand the power of vision. Okay, so I want to believe that this little explanation have somehow clarified some of your questions. Meanwhile, if you still have questions, I want you to put it in the comment section and I will address them. Okay, I will respond to them. So the next section, we are going to move to day 8. I'm going to move to day 8 and I want you to anticipate it's going to be loaded. So put your question in the comment section and I'm going to respond to them. Thank you and see you in the next section. Where's my stuff? Yeah.